Hey guys, this is That's Toys and Things, and I'm taking you to the Mississauga Toy Expo 2023. And let's dive right into it. We got a lot of Funkos here. Star Wars, Mandalorian. This is a big one. Back to the Future. This is interesting. You can see the Bride of Frankenstein there, Robocop, Predator. Again, this is one of the big ones. I don't know if this is a 10-inch. Amazing. This vendor specializes in this stuff. If you're into horror, he's got a lot of different items that you're gonna like. Turtles, of course, I'm a turtle fan, but now you can see Puppet Master. You get some more turtles in there. Gremlin, American Werewolf. Oh, now this stand you can only buy from GameStop. And the annoying thing about it is for every GameStop, they would only have either one or not at all. And this guy is selling a lot. So I'm gonna pick that up. And he has some mix up an item in here. You see there's a Power Ranger, LeBron James at the back, some action figures, Monopoly. What else do you have? Some Game of Thrones. They say Multiverse X-Men Legends. Star Wars, of course. There would always be Star Wars. And here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and McFarlane Toys. Look at that price. $15 each. Let's go to cars. There you go. If you are a car collector, of course, Act 1, there's a lot of cars here for you. Of course, being a child of the 80s, I'm looking for Back to the Future. And here, oh, you go. There's the Mystery Band and G.I. Joe. And what do we have here? These are the newer origins. And this vendor has the King Rander and Eveline. I'm gonna grab that later if still available. And here you have some Star Wars, Marvel, Apocalypse of course, and Superpowers. Turtles. There will always be turtles in every show, and there will always be WWE figures. You will never find a toy show here without any WWE figures. Look at that. And here we go. Now this is a vendor from the Philippines. I don't know if you know this guy, but I'm gonna try to post his Facebook in my description so you can find his works. And these are really good. Look at that. The sun imps, weapons, and you got some. These are 3D printed, but they're really good. Look at that Recon helmet. It's smooth. And those are the female visionaries which were never released. The sun imps, he's got some stands here. Of course, there's Merklin. And let's go to more cars. Hot Wheels. If you're a Hot Wheels collector, But there's other shows where you really have a lot of cars, a lot more than this. Here you can find some old ones as well. You can see those prices on these cars. And you have comics on this side. Just some action figures here. Get more action figures.
Hey,
More open
yeah,
mix.
look at that.
You
I
really
got
gotta
Rey
take a look
Mysterio
at
here.
these
Rey
things.
Mysterio.
You know, there might be a gem hiding in
Oh, look at
the.
that.
Oh, look at that, Rey Mysterio. A
Oh,
very friendly
that's
Rey
pretty cool.
Mysterio with all his WWE
Awesome
figures.
figures, man.
And Baker Cena.
Baker John Cena. Who the
Nice
heck?
one. This is wrestling collectible, so if you're into wrestling, take a note of that guy. This particular vendor, he's got some DCs too, some Mortal Kombat, a little bit of a mix, a little bit of a Masters of the Universe, and another one, odds and ends. He's got some pins. There's something for everyone. I always say this in every toy show. There's something for everyone. And with the mix of a crowd in here, there will be somebody who's gonna
Really
be
nice
interested
sweater.
in this odds and ends.
I'm not gonna think
Look
about
at that,
Monday.
100 web only.
Or Tuesday, I think it's also supposed to
GI
snow.
Joe, some old
No
stuff in
way.
here.
I heard about Monday, not about the snow.
Yeah.
I'm done for now until next.
And then 17, I
I
think, the
don't
next day.
collect
So.
GI Joe
That's fine.
or Star Wars. Some of this I think are old, some are new.
Cool skin,
So if you're a Star Wars collector, you're probably gonna be able to tell better than me. But I do see some old stuff in here. How old I don't know. That I mean, even if you're not a Star Wars collector, they're still fun to look at. And what do we have here? Oh, Shogun action vehicle. I don't have this. Oh, and those two, I'd have those two. Another one that I'm gonna pick up. Nice, and the price is not bad at all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I didn't keep them in good shape as when I was a kid. So, some cut pops,
Look at
stuff
that.
like that don't really bother me
Shogun
too much.
action vehicle by Mattel. And I can talk. Yes, I am
How's
talking.
everything? Good, how are you? Hey.
And here you go, a Transformers Ectotron.
Yeah,
And
no.
here,
My
Family
eyes are
Guy,
shaky, so I'm gonna have something to look
X-Man.
at. Otherwise, the video would be like,
What else do we have here? Venom. Look at the price of this thing. Wow, 200. 200 for that one. And again, this one is a mix. So the prices are good. And we have a wrestling collector in here. Look at that. This is one of my favorite vendor. My friend here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And look at those toys right there. And here, it's the Masters of the Universe Mini. We got more mix here. Fantastic Four, 125. That is nice. That one I don't see a lot. And we got here some marble items. And I don't know if I want to start collecting marbles or DC, which I see here a lot. Look at that DC for kids, Marvel Legends. One thing that I can tell you is that majority of people who goes to these toy shows are not children but adults for a good reason. There's a lot of things in here that you can only afford when you become an adult, like those G ones at the back. Now take a look at this. GI Joes and some Motus. Like what I'm saying, look at that piece of Motu, 175 a piece.
So I just been calling him and ordering it. I'm gonna grab the Run DMC. Do you have his number or anything? I
70
have
for
his
that
number.
He-Man.
How are you getting in touch with him? No problem. Okay. Do I have Steven's phone number?
And
I can get it.
Soundwave
So I just
G1.
make sure that I have your number.
A lot of items, but the good ones, they don't come cheap. As I was saying, 200 for this figure, 150. So that's why you see a lot of adults in the shows, because they're the one with enough money to buy these things. To pop $100 for an action figure like the one at the back. Indiana Joe, Bautista. Now these are not bad. 30 bucks, 20 bucks. And look at this thing right here. That's only 40 bucks. If no one snatches that, I'll be very, very surprised. More Motus in here. And the newer ones. Again, this is another mix. Just trying to see, making sure that I don't miss those surprises. Like this one, look at those two Voltron items. Copies of Doom. And they got the Robist inside. Moving on. Some G.I. Joe. I'm still thinking about those two Voltron items while I'm looking at these things. I'm gonna grab those two. Hopefully they're still there when I come back. And these are G.I. Joes. If you like G.I. Joes, look at these vehicles. What I like about the G.I. Joe is the size of these things, the scale. You can actually put figures in those seats inside. And I'm obviously table hopping in here. Got some Thundercats and a massive G.I. Joe vehicle. Another mix table. And this one. Is this thing supposed to be here? These are not toys, but you know. They look nice though. I mean, not bad. Look at that. Get some samurai. Interesting items. Or those Thor's hammer. And what do we have here? Sectors. 120 and 130. And we got Silver Hawk here, $15. Oh, it's incomplete, you know. But, and we got some parts in here. Yeah, too bad I got all these parts. Yeah, the original parts too. Not bad. Sometimes you gotta be patient with this thing, cause yeah, they'll eventually come up in one of these shows. The only thing is you don't know when. So are you willing to wait? That's the question. Got some Thundercats in there, Masterverse DMNT, and here we have some old toys that I don't recognize.
Good, good.
Some Transformers. Yeah, it's a really mix of different toys. Those are some old WWE figures, some O2, and this guy's from Black Star. Some G1s, Ghostbuster, Thundercats, some GI Joes in here, and here Ewok. And look at that scare glow. And I'm familiar with this Bender. He keeps getting scare glow, or he wasn't able to sell the one last time. But I know the last time he was able to sell it, so he probably got a new one. And here, what we have here, Transformers Tigatron, some board games. Man, my voice is really killing me today. And here we got some Back to the Future. Battlestar Galactica, not bad. There you go. Star Trek, Barbie and Ken. Where are you? One item that's hidden among these things. And the hunt continues. More G.I. Joe in here. This particular Bender, if you're looking for G.I. Joe, she has it. And she's got some nice ones too. If you want to army build, you can army build because look at that. But since I'm not a G.I. Joe collector, I don't know how good these prices are. 180 for that Conquest X30. If it's not a Transformer masterpiece, I'm not gonna pay a lot, that much for a jet. Sigma, G.I. Joe, more G.I. Joes. But they're really good figures. The reissues are really, really good. Look at those things, look at that, even the small ones. Here you have more WWE, Simpsons, and Castle Grayskull. Of course, Castle Grayskull. And a mix. I got a Gremlin here, and a Transformer, Star Wars. Here, more Funkos. Are people still buying Funkos? I mean, I don't see a lot of people actually grabbing them, but I do see them on every show. Yeah, I got the X-Men, Multiverse, Mortal Kombat, Missing Weapon, no. And you have here some Star Wars, some Lego. This is nice from Kenner. Some old DC figures. We got another assorted toys in here. The X-Wing. That looks good. Playmobil. That's not bad. $10. And I see Jiren from Dragon Ball. Toxic Adventure. $40. Some Batman in here. Iron Man, X-Men, Star Trek. Oh, you got more? Masters of WWE. What do you have at the back? Some old Motu Origins. More Punko. Punko, Punko, Punko. What do you have here? Not much. And here, another mix. And Lego. Lots of Legos. From what I'm seeing, if I'm a Lego fan, I would wait for these toy shows rather than buy these things retail from the stores. Because there's really a lot of good price here for these Legos. I mean, if Lego is your thing and you're willing to wait, not being the first to grab them. And here we got some Motu. Look at that, $60 for that Stratos. And these are old ones. Prices of this is going up and down, up and down. You know, look at this. More G.I. Joes. If you're collecting G.I. Joes, this is a good spot for you. Lots of G.I. Joe stuff. Oh, GoBots. In box. Wow. This is Defender. That's an original from the 80s. Go or no go and GoBots. I'll think about it. Now this one I don't remember. But, I'm done with my Transformers. Did I tell you that there's a lot of Punkos in here? Lots of Punkos. And wrestling stuff. Some Transformers here. Star Wars. And more G.I. Joe. Here is a mix of things. These are some old stuff like 1970s. Wow. Villain. It's almost time to go. Oh, Wolverine. Yeah, this is not a huge convention. There's a lot of toys that you can buy, of course. And almost every week now, or every 2 weeks, there's another toy show here in Canada, or at least here in Ontario. And although there's not a lot of people in here, it's very noisy. So that's why I turned down the volume. And it's almost time to go. I'm just going around, see if there's anything that I still missed, which I normally do. Look at the scanner thing. Because when you go to these toy shows, there's so many distractions. You see one, and then you look at another table, there's more, and then there's another table, more. So, yeah, you really gotta focus and, you know, really know what you want to get. Because if not, you're just gonna grab here and there. And once again, thank you for watching. And please don't forget to click that like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you on my next video. Bye.